Welcome back to Training Wild Burros. Today we're doing something wildly different
We're gonna wear white shirts all day.
while we're training our wonderfully wild herd.
And we're gonna see who's the cleanest at the end of the day.
Now, right now I'm winning, guys, because Dan's already got his dirty.
First place gets to do dishes. First place gets to do dishes.
So come along with us as we start working with our herd.
Our wonderfully wild herd and loud herd.
That's Dude, guys. He wants to be worked with first. First thing in the morning, they're all going to want their breakfast, so we're going to get them eating here real quick. I think he's probably making his shirt more dirty. All right, guys, this is Shamus. He's the first donkey we ever got, and we didn't even want him. He came with a mule my husband wanted, and I was just curious how easily he'd cross the tarp. Now with Shamus, you guys, I've made so many mistakes. So if you're working with your donkeys and you feel like you're just making mistakes, rest assured, it will come around. Just don't give up. He used to not do anything. And you can see how easily he is crossing the tarp now. Yet, he's so smart, you guys. And if somebody who doesn't get it is trying to work with him, he will totally play games with them. Totally. So maybe your donkey's playing games with you. You can see I shaved him. And the reason he's shaved is I'll often shave him before I'm going to be riding him because I don't want his fur to get pulled in the cinches. He gets to just go out in the pasture. We'll put his grazing muzzle on because you can see how fat he is. He was fatter when we got him. And I've never been able to get those racks of ribs off. So be very careful when you're feeding. Pay attention to their feed. You see that red ball back there? That's his hay ball. So that's what I feed him his grain or his hay in. And that way I can measure it and it takes them, a little bit longer to eat it. I'll grab that so you guys can see it. I love this hay ball. And there's a link, guys, if you want to get one of these. This is the hay ball. It has the hole there that you shove the hay through. And it just helps Shamus take longer to feed or to eat his hay. I weigh it every day because he's overweight. He gets 1 pound of his body weight a day. So donkeys are like the professors of the equine world. So they just really assess everything and then decide what they're going to do. Scoot. Good boy. Here, guys, you can compare a 12 3-hand donkey to a 15-hand donkey. That's Shamus and Honk the Donk. And Honk the Donk right now has a stone bruise, so she's just getting brushed, and then we're going to soak her foot to help with Epsom salt to help pull out if there is any kind of abscess in there. It's trimmed recently and a little bit shorter than she normally was, and then Dan rode her like the next day, just in the yard. But on the driveway, he felt her step on a rock and hurt her foot, and she's been ouchy. Every like, share, and subscription helps us rescue more donkeys and spread the word about what these amazing animals are capable of. Help us grow our herd digitally and in real life. So she picks up her feet, guys, just fine. But because she's so ouchy, we would really want to make this a good experience for her.
I mean,
Isn't
she
that
might
right?
be guarded of that foot.
And she might be worse on the other foot because then she'd have to put all of her weight on her owie foot.
Good point. Hi, you. Hi, you. What?
There you go. Good job. Well, hi, Shamus. Do you want attention? Now, do we always give them oats? No, not once they're trained. But when we're training them, we do, or in this circumstance, just to help keep this a good experience for her because she doesn't feel good. Now we're in position, Honk. Honky donkey.
Ready? This could be the one that could be interesting. Oh, squared up here, kiddo. Step. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Ready? Foot. Kind of like we thought.
Notice, guys, that she picked up her front left foot easily, and she didn't do it very well with her front right foot. And that's because she had to put all of her weight on the front left, the one that hurts. Did you not want to pick up that foot because your other foot hurts? There you go, baby. Yeah, you're a good donkey. Shamus is jealous. This has, we call it his Hannibal Lecter mask. It's his grazing muzzle, because as you guys can see, he doesn't need any, right? But I can feed him through this. He can eat, he can drink water, he can yawn. And we've done all this stuff. So when he gets to go out to pasture, I don't want him eating a bunch of grass and gaining weight or getting sick. So I just put this muzzle on him. But as you can see, I can feed him. There's a little hole in the bottom. Here's the little hole. So I can just feed him right through it. Jameis. Come on, Jameis. We can do everything with Shamus. Watch out, Shamus. Watch out. This thing is so handy. Ugh. Shamus. Isn't that handy?
Mr. Stormy. He's coming out for some love and attention, but first he's got to do some horse therapy. He's no boy. He's 25.
Next month.
Yeah, should be careful about, yeah. It could be like 24 years, 11 months, 29 days, and 23 hours. Mary Jo would be like, no, not for another hour. No, he's 25. And he's getting stiff when we trim his back, clean his back feet. And the chiropractor says he needs to spend time backing up.
Build muscle.
Just to build some muscle. He's a good old boy. So now he's got to back down the hallway here, or the alley. He's probably thinking, what is all this silly business about? We go all the way down there by the side by side. And the world's saddest donkey right there.
You got his back, what he's doing with arching his back.
Look at that. Well, I guess that feels good, huh? You're just rubbing him with a couple of rocks. Do that.
Yeah, a couple of rocks. This is what the chiropractor told me to do, because he's just kind of stiff. So he has me walking him backwards, and then these two rocks, and you just rub it. You have to start a little bit hard, and then they arch.
Look at that. It's like scratching the back on a cat.
And it's working their muscles.
The look on his face is like, I'll give you a year to stop that.
So that's just to help him stay healthy, even though he's getting up there in age. So now he's starting to relax his back. You see how he's starting to get a little bit of a sway.
So those are like magical therapeutic health rocks.
Magical.
So contact Mary Jo if you need some health rocks. Look at that back on him. Oh, that feels so good. Look at the expression on his face. Oh, I feel so good.
There. All right, now we're going to trim his little halter path too.
Forelocks full of hay. He just loves that.
Right. His dad's forelock came down to here.
Really?
Look at all this coming out.
Oh, where's your forelock? Oh, you don't have any.
There's so much hay. And it's all here.
You're kind of wide-eyed.
And you could stop. We could just do little clips of it. You know, he's liking this. It's like a full body massage.
Mm-hmm. A happy dude.
You ready to be caught? So he's pretty straightforward right now. But there, now he's looking into me. So let's see about catching you. Yeah, that's a good boy. Like, I'm thinking about putting him out on the 2-acre, but he's already overweight. And I have one more muzzle, but I don't know if it'll fit him. I don't even know how he would feel about wearing a muzzle. Oh, you are not ready. Let's get you over here. Let's get him prepared to be caught. That's a good boy. Yeah. So Dan's up cooking lunch. Right, good job. Good job. Remember, pay, it can be pets and kind words and scratches, can be food. I didn't bring any treats in here to pay him. So donkeys, you guys maybe know this, maybe you don't know this. Donkeys shed out way later than horses. So like the horses, they're almost done shedding. And the donkeys, they're just like starting to shed. So some people are not sure if they should shave their donkeys or not. I do shave Shamus pretty regular. And some people say that, you know, the flies get too bad if you shave them. I wonder if maybe part of that is dependent upon where you live. So for Shamus, whenever the flies are really bad, he's already shedded out. So his fur is smooth and the flies can get to him then also. So when I shave him early, normally it would be May or June, the flies are not very bad yet. But maybe dependent upon where you're living, it might be good not to. But here where we're at, in our elevation, it's not a big deal. Remember, brushing absolutely can be part of their love language. But if they're not used to or not liking getting brushed, then it's not part of their love language. So you always just have to pay attention to how they feel about what you're doing. Does that feel good to be brushed? Do you like that? And donkeys, boy, oh boy, getting the dirt out of their fur can be so hard. Like with Shamus, when I was giving him a bath, I felt so bad. Like I'm spraying him with the hose, and still dirt's just bubbling up and coming out because his back is so flat. Brushing him helps get that dirt out, but a bath sometimes is helpful also, just the way their fur is. Teaching them how to lead, guys. You know, I used to do a lot more pressure and release or try to get them off balance, but I've stopped that. I don't do that anymore. Always trying to learn more. So here I'm offering him a good deal, saying I want you to go this way, and he doesn't know this. There. So what I'm waiting for, I'm talking to his foot. I want him to move his front left foot, and I want him to learn to follow this on a loose lead rope. I got to take up some slack here. There. He's doing good with leading, but we want to be able to talk to all 4 feet. And I haven't tried to lead him out of the wild pen yet.
If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe for more donkey adventures and share it with anyone who loves animals as much as we do.
To do what you want. There, he kind of did it. I mean, that was a try, right? And when you're asking or offering a good deal, you could count to like 3 or 7 in your head. And then ask them with the flag, because donkeys take a long time to think. So now I'm going to come up with my flag. There, he moved that foot that I was talking to. Desensitizing. I do want them to be able to read my body language. I want them very sensitive to that. There. Oh, that was a really good one. So when you get a really good one, that can be a good time to quit or have a longer break to help them really absorb this. We're always during their breaks going to be looking for them to relax. Now, right now, his mouth, you can see that his top lip is sticking out further than the bottom lip. So we call that a parrot lip. That means he's a little anxious about what I'm asking. Okay, now I'm going to ask again. He still has a parrot lip, and that's okay right now. Offering him a good deal. Good. And we want to do this enough so that they start to understand. If I were to quit right now, he doesn't understand what I'm asking. It's all on accident right now. But we want him to have a good understanding. One of my mentors, they say, you can't overdo it, but you can overdose it. I love that saying. So they can do this so much, get them really good at this. But that doesn't mean you have to do it 200 times in one day or in one session. Because we want to get in and out with our flag. That element of surprise can be helpful. There, good job. So when I did, he took me up on the good deal. Oh, that was not quite it. There. That was good. Like, I like how he's getting back on his haunches.
Now guys, our farrier has been teaching us how to trim, but with his angle on that back foot, we were pretty nervous to try it ourselves. Very happy that the farrier was able to get him all fixed up and he doesn't have this strong angle anymore. His feet are looking much better now.
All right, guys, clean shirt check-in.
Look at that. Like it just came from the cleaners.
I think I'm winning so far.
Yeah.
Guys, this is Holler, and Holler just loves attention, anytime. She's always game for some love and attention. Holler turns 2 this month, so she's not doing very much yet, but she's starting her training. She came to us very pushy, not knowing any rules, and she is definitely improving just from doing basic groundwork. Okay, so here goes my very first attempt at asking for support without sounding like a PBS pledge drive. We now have channel memberships, which means if you love watching wild donkeys freak out by standing completely still, you can now officially support the madness. Your membership helps me keep doing the messy, muddy, magical work of training wild burros, mustangs, and rescuing the unrescuable. And in return, you get perks, including one-on-one phone calls where we can chat about your own animal, training questions, or whether or not a donkey just gave you the side eye. Click the link below if you want in. Let's make this a wild ride, a little less wild together. It is so fun to watch these guys play. This session was while I was trying to catch them. I haven't decided if I'm adding that clip into here. The video might get too long if I do. It'll be a separate video for sure. But it's fun to see how much the donkeys and the mustangs play together. Today they're kind of running from the mustangs, but they play together a lot. Shamus is out there munching away on grass with his Hannibal Lecter mask. He's happy to be able to get some movement. I wonder where my flag is. So guys, I've been doing a lot of tarp work training. You see this tarp on the ground? I had it in a horse trailer with my flag and our halter. And look who's getting so brave that he's taking stuff out of the horse trailer. He's looking at it and being curious. So I'm just leaving him alone right now. You are so funny. Yeah. Okay. Good job. Frank, leave the camera alone.
Now, friends, Stein is typically in the Mustang and Burro comparison series, but today he's just in with all of them because I'm going to work on getting everybody recorded today. I love how far Stein has come, how much try that he has in him. Oh my gosh. If you guys haven't yet, I totally invite you to check in with the Mustang and Burro comparison series so you can see where he was when we brought him home compared to where he is now. This boy has a lot of try in him, and he will be available sometime in June after we get title for him.
Nice job, Stein. Guys, he's going to have a break and be tied to a different horse trailer, the training horse trailer.
So now you'd really get to see the difference between a Mustang and a donkey. So Stein came to us nearly a year ago, and came to us nearly 2 years ago. Is 5 years old, and Stein is turning 2. Now is started lightly under a saddle. She is terrified of shadows. I'm pretty excited to do this tarp work with her to help her move past the fear of shadows. If she can cross this tarp without being nervous, I think we're going to be able to cross shadows as well. Now, I'm working on learning new things, right? We're always all learning new things. I can get her to cross this, and I did last year, with oats. But now I'm working on sending her, and I think I still need to change some things up. So I've worked on firming up with her. I've worked on letting her stand there a lot. She will cross when there's just a little space between the fence and the tarp where there's a little bit of ground. She'll cross through that with ease. So now I'm trying to take her up to the next level. But again, guys, whenever we're working on training, my goal is to assess, compare, and then adjust things as needed. She's very hesitant. So in Stein, you guys saw in the video there, we crossed it a whole slew of times. But with her, we only get across it twice in our 10-minute time frame. That's a big difference between that Mustang and Burro. She's going to assess every step that she takes. But once we have their confidence, you saw earlier when I had Shamus cross the tarp, he crossed it like it was no different than the ground. So once we're going to get it eventually, and we have to stick with it. We're going to make mistakes along the way, and we're just going to adjust, always treat our animals with respect. Here, I'm rewarding her for every single step that she takes. And with Stein, you saw how when he was a little bit nervous, he would just kind of go fast or maybe jump over it. But he didn't stall like this. So with the donkey, when you're asking him to do something, get ready to wait for 7 to 10 days. As I learn more, I'll keep sharing with you guys. This is just my journey with all of these guys. I am training a lot. In the last 2 years, I've brought home 17 wilds and 3 domestics. So I am getting a lot of different experience with a lot of different personalities. Stein and Oz personality is a little bit similar. The Mustang and Burro comparison series is with Stein and Doc, both 1-year-olds that I brought home at the same time. But Doc is much braver. So is a better comparison because their personalities are a little bit similar.
Good girl. You can see a difference with a Mustang versus a donkey, guys. With Stein, he's willing to jump over it if he needs to, just to be able to offer that try. And with the donkey, they have to assess every single step. But you guys saw when I did this with Shamus earlier, once you have their trust, then they don't have to assess every step. But that trust can take a long time. They have to feel confident. Good girl. Good girl. Keep going. Come on. It's such a long process with her. Walk.
After today's session, I think I'm going to go back to just having a little space between the fence and the tarp and just give her lots and lots of time to comfortably and confidently walk between the tarp and the fence. And then let her get so comfortable with it that every so often she'll just step on the tarp, not caring about it anymore. I'll keep you updated as I keep working on building up her confidence with this, because I just don't feel good about this training today, how long it is, how much I had to keep after her to get her to walk. I think I have to change something. So we're going to observe, compare, and adjust. And then for me, I have to just keep remembering Shamus, because Shamus, oh my gosh, there's not a donkey around that has put me into tears more often than Shamus. So if you guys are struggling, not sure what to do to get your donkey to move, I understand. I've been there. I've been in your shoes. Shamus is the donkey that has just put me into tears, trying to figure all this out. And that's why I make these videos for you guys, because I've been there. I know what it's like to not be able to get your donkey to move. I know what it's like to have to reassess every step that I'm doing to decide if am I really doing the best thing for my donkey. Am I doing the best thing to build up their confidence? It's not easy to get this training going, and I'll try to firm up. I try not to firm up. Oats, I can get them to do a lot with oats, but I want to take my training to another level. I want to take my abilities to another level so that I'm trying and experimenting with other things. So again, I'm going to keep you guys updated. And because I've been doing this with so many different donkeys, I now started offering them memberships. So make sure you check that out in the description. It's a great way to be able to support what I'm doing. And if you guys are wanting to learn more or have me to help you through your own journey, I can be here for you with that as well. So check out the description for the new memberships that I just
Good
released.
girl. Good girl. Keep going. Good girl. Yay. Good job. Come on. Come on. I know you're just so nervous, aren't you? But don't come into me. Come on. Come on. Let's go forward. Come on. Come on. Come on. I think for you, we're going to need to do that again. Come on. Because you kind of cut the corner there. I want you to go across like normal. Let's get her done, huh? Is he? That's cool. Good. 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 Come on. Keep going. Good job. Way better than last time. Yay.
This is Frank, guys. This horse cracks me up. He's into everything. Always, constantly into everything. He is so much fun to work with and train. Now, if you guys are having fun or learning something new, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel and supports our work with all these incredible animals.
He's just about loose. Never before ever been calm.
You're getting some spa treatment. I don't know, guys, but that looks like dirt. Ooh, there's a lot of dirt on there. Here we go. There. Oh, more. His tail is getting long.
Just rushing it.
Oh, and look at that mane. You're so handsome. You're so handsome. What are you doing?
100% clown.
You are a clown. Towards the end of the day, we're on the last half of the animals. And here's my shirt, guys. You can see it's still pretty white. I don't know if we should talk about what Dan's shirt looks like.
Yeah, you can see who does all the work around here.
Oh, all the work.
Yeah, look at that. You're all like, oh, is that a speck of dirt on there? Oh my gosh. Call the driver. I found someone pretending to work with that clean t-shirt.
Better watch out or I'll slash you with it.
I'm holding a lit hose. Drag it back your way and tip it again.
Summer Crocs, winter Crocs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now it's little dude's turn. We're gonna trim his feet and brush them and love on them.
All right, little man. Ready? What? What a good dude.
So our farrier has been teaching us how to trim. And so we decided when our farrier was out last time, he did 7 of our animals, right, Dan? And we're going to do 4, and Stein's not quite ready yet. So we're going to do the other 4. Like I said, he's been teaching us. We had him check the ones that we had been doing to make sure we got our angles good. And we have been getting our angles good. So that's nice. Little dude, he's not a rescue, but he's kind of like a rescue. So
It didn't start off as a rescue.
ready with the oats.
Ready?
So like Dan said, he didn't start off as a rescue.
Foot.
But we got him feet home, and his feet were contracted. He's blind in one eye. We didn't know any of that when we brought him home. He'll be 2 soon. And the guesstimation is that he's going to be between 13 and 14 hands. Hopefully he gets to be 14 and a half. If he's 14 and a half, then he can be registered as a mammoth donkey. Time will tell. It was kind of interesting, one of the last times that our farrier trimmed him. So little dude, he's just happy. He's not fearful of things. And the farrier thought he could trim him without me there. And boy, he really started to put up a fight. And then I came, and we use oats when we're teaching stuff, guys. So I came in with the oats, and then he stood like an angel. But when the farrier was trying to do stuff, little dude had a little bit of stranger danger and got nervous. So he didn't do as good of a job. So we brought Shamus back in from having some time out on the 2-acre with his Hannibal Lecter mask. It's really just a grazing muzzle, guys. But because Shamus doesn't need to gain any weight, we put that on him when he gets to go out, move around more. We don't often record everything that we're doing here because there's a lot going on, right? I would be recording for hours and hours a day. My phone wouldn't be able to handle all that. So today, a little bonus showing you guys more of what's happening and getting a little video of all the different animals.
How's my little man doing?
He's doing great. He didn't seem to get nervous at all. Did you get all in one?
Yeah.
Like it looks like a hoof?
Yeah. Ready?
Here's little dude the day we brought him home. He's so cute. I love
So
his
when our
little,
farrier came over and
all the
told
hair
us
on
that his
his
feet were
forehead.
contracted,
Oh my
so
gosh.
what that means is they were like really small and not like flaring. That's not really the right word, but they weren't looking like they were supposed to. They kind of look like deer feet, like the shape and size. So anyways, he said that often happens from an animal, or can at least happen from an animal who's like just kept in a small area, not allowed to move around and go be a donkey. So it was kind of fun the first time we saw him just running in the 2-acre. He was so happy. It was like he just learned how to run. It was so much fun to watch.
There you go. Guess his metabolizing some sugar.
You are rocking it, dude. You are just rocking it.
You liking the attention? Hmm?
You rocking it. Yeah, you are. You are. There and do it. So just so that we can get a lot in and not have a 4-hour video, we'll go ahead and turn this off, and in a little while here we'll have Doc out. So guys, we got Doc out now. Looks like there's a storm of brewing, so hopefully we can do this without getting rained on.
Ready? You ready? Foot. How's he doing?
He's good.
A little less nervous?
Yeah, less nervous. There you go. Good job. Good job. I think this is his third time being trimmed. Maybe it's his fourth since we brought him home.
Jesus. What happened, buddy?
Don't be afraid to change things up a little bit to help what you want be easier.
But you look pretty nervous. I don't know that we should be having him tied while we're doing this. Because Doc was nervous, we brought him over here. I just held on to him while Dan was trimming his feet. It made all the difference in the world. He completely relaxed about it. We don't want to leave out Joker here and Blackjack. Aren't they hard to tell apart? So they're just getting some love. He always has a lot to say. You guys just like getting brushed, don't you?
Right, we're taking Stein for his first trailer loading session. Maybe take him for a ride up to town. Keeps getting on the wrong side of Mary Jo. You get him in there, I'll take you to buy pizza.
Okay.
Hi, Stein. I'm here, buddy.
Take Stein to buy pizza?
Yeah, we'll take Stein to go get a pizza.
I think that sounds fun. I'm thinking take him in and out some or just tie him in straight away.
Bring him in. Once you get in, load him up, take him out. Yeah, take him in 2-3 times.
Yeah.
What a champ.
your name on it. Just with your name on it. You see that? Look at. What's this? There you go. Are you okay? Okay. Yay!
Look at that, he looks like a real horse.
First trailer ride since we brought him home in June. All right, guys, we're at the pizza place. I got the pizza, and Stein is rocking it there.
Whoa.
You survived your first trailer ride. You did such a good job.
Stein is a champion.
Good job.
What a good boy.
All right, so we're just gonna bring you into the 2-acre, buddy.
He came around nicely.
Yes. And you know he wants to go eat that hay.
You look like you're like trying to look like you're bracing for impact.
We've done this before.
Yeah. You don't want to get blindsided.
You did a very good job, Stein.
I think he did great.
Okay. Yay, first time. First time on a trailer ride.
He did great. Going in and coming out. He came out like a gentleman.
Yes.
It sure is a clean looking shirt you got there.
You liking that? Give me back my rope. All right, so now my shirt. All right.
Oh, look, there's a dirt spot on your shirt. Oh, wow. Did you have that put on at the store?
Oh. You look really dirty. I think I'm doing dishes.
That's right.
Look at how dirty that is. Now,
I even got pizza sauce just now.
pizza sauce because we ate pizza on our drive home. Now, if you guys weren't paying attention, when we decided to do this t-shirt thing, Dan said whoever has the cleanest t-shirt has to do dishes.
Yep.
Look at these guys, just love on me. We don't care that there's hay out there for us, just love on me.
All
right.
His ears are all sweaty. They've been playing. You guys been screwing around?
All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. If you haven't yet, please hit that like and subscribe button. Share this with your friends.
Yeah.
We sure do appreciate it, and it helps a ton. It's a perfect way to end the evening.